копаем наши траншеи далеко на ничейной земле, некоторые лишь в 70 метрах от их линии обороны, генерал Брусилов сказал нам, что элемент неожиданности бывает опаснее винтовки.
Капитан отобрал взвод самых сильных и храбрых наших бойцов. Наш маленький отряд должен будет штурмовать 3 вражеских окопа еще до прекращения артобстрела.
Россия, наша великая страна, могла прокормить целый мир, а нам не хватает еды. И не только еды, одежды, топлива, обуви. Как мы будем воевать без обуви?
Soldiers, orders from General Brusilov. 4 objectives. First, the Galicia fields must be taken. Following that success, we will drive towards the windmills and secure the Veria crossing. From here, we will move across no man's land and meet their trenches head-on. Finally, we must capture Melnik Farm. It is time to make this valley Russian land once again. Be bold, and victory will be ours.
You know, I've been told you never invade Russia in the winter, but what happens when it's Russians doing the invading? I guess we're gonna find out today, because we're gonna try to tackle an entire in the name of the Tsar Operation. Which, to be fair, it's not whites versus reds right now. We're fighting the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and I've got a lot of homies I gotta save. This map is kind of a nightmare for the attackers. I'm not sure. Oh my god. I think I'm in really big trouble. I'm scared. I'm dead. I'm like really, really dead. It's actually kind of hard to find full servers for this operation. I've never played it all the way through. We're gonna try to get that done today if we can. That's a lot of damage to ours. I believe I can fly. For a second, he was right. For just a few short seconds, he was like a bird. Now, I am playing on an EU server right now, which is unfortunate because it means that my usual glorious 5 ping isn't going to be quite as smexual. I'm more at like 120 right now, which is not ideal, but we'll see if we can make it work. We're going in, trying to get behind A. I don't know if this push is going to work. We don't have a lot of bodies up here right now. But I'm focusing on being a combat medic first and foremost. That's my role today. It'll be my role for the entire operation. Alright, I'm out of here. Bunch of dudes behind me. I'm actually kind of surprised I'm alive right now. Nope. It's a negative Ghost Rider. Using the RSC today, which is obviously not a Russian weapon. It's French. Self-loading rifle for the medic class. I believe... Oh, there's a... Oh, please. It's a Putilov. Rather not be run over. I'm gonna push him. Oh. If my aim was better, he'd be dead. There we go. Sector taken. Yes, the RC stands for Ribural, Shosho, and... Who's the third guy? There are 3 French weapons experts that worked on this and a couple other French guns. Might be Sutter. I think it's Sutter. But it's a super good gun. 50 damage, I don't know up to what range, but it's a 2-shot at a lot of ranges. It hits like a Mack truck. But pretty small mag size or clip size, as you can see. And it fires the Lebel cartridge, which really powerful smokeless powder. Accurate too.
With precise artillery attacks and methodical use of shock troops, the Brusilov Offensive managed to breach many sections of the Eastern Front. To avoid a total collapse of its armies and so the Empire, it was vital for the Austro-Hungarians to hold up the Russian advance until German troops arrived from the west. Kolomea was to be where one of these decisive battles would take place.
Comrades, the Habsburg forces are taking up positions in Kolomea. To capture it, we must first secure the eastern line here. Then we move on to take the heavily defended Samara River. Once these areas are open to us, we must move through the town and attack the Chukova Church. Our last assault will be to drive the enemy from the Kolomea supply line. Victory here will surely be the end of their entire army. Let us not faint.
So the tactic I see work in this game mode most often is you just overload one flank, cap a point, and once you have that, you've got a stronghold to push forward. So I'm gonna support over on this side to try to overload it, get to A, cap that, and once we do, we can push across. The issue, I'm not sure why that's the case, but they are starting with an armored train. They're starting with a behemoth, which kind of cuts us off from B. So I think we'll stay down here. Out of line of sight of all those howitzers and machine guns. They've got a lot of people on A. There we go.
We have taken objective apples.
And like I said, I'm not going to focus so much on the killing. Obviously, I'm going to shoot people when I can. But with my higher ping, I think it's a better idea right now to just focus on keeping my friends alive. I'm coming for you. Alright, we capped A now. Now, we're gonna see a lot of that in this gameplay, I'm pretty sure. People with zero patience whatsoever. I was like 8 feet from that dude and he couldn't wait. Not such a big deal there, but if I'm throwing my body out in the line of fire to pick you up, don't be skipping. Don't be skipping that res. That's really obnoxious to run out into the middle of an open field. To pick a homie up and he's like, nah, B, I can't wait 2 more seconds. The bane of medics right there. They recapped A. It's unfortunate. Use this trench. Get up close. We're all over this, and we've completely overloaded this side, so Hilltop should fall in a couple seconds here, I think.
Аптечка, пригодится.
This is a much better map than Galicia. The last one is just pure open ground with a handful of foxholes for cover, that's it. They got a lot more terrain, a lot more interesting on Brusilov Keep. It's my first time playing this part of the operation. I'm kind of excited.
Аптечка, пригодится.
I love the sound of this gun. I love the punch of this gun. 2-shot medic rifles are pretty fancy.
Я займусь твоей раной. Вот лови.
It's an automatico or SMG, I can tell.
Combat area.
Ouch. Scuba? We got a Skyrim fan.
Аптечка. Ты ранен. Я помогу. Это тебе аптечка?
Wait, there's somebody else there. I heard those footsteps right at the last second. Go back out. There he is. Now, this point should get real interesting. They can fire from the buildings across the river. Oh my god. They are swarming. I don't have enough ammo to shoot all that.
Это тебе аптечка.
Can't tell if there are bad guys in here.
Ранили? Я тебе помогу.
Let's not. Oh! Oh, they're pushing super hard. Got like 2 squads coming up the hill right now. I don't know why I reloaded there. Oh, that could have been a really cool streak. Yes! Save me!
Аптечка пригодится. Ранен.
Did not think I was gonna get res there.
Тебя ранили. Я тебе помогу.
Clear the sector from enemy presence.
Alright, next push.
Ранили. Я тебе помогу.
Making good progress so far. First 2 sets of objectives are down,
We have
but
secured the sector.
now they've got the actual keep on the other side of the river. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. So good and tasty.
Тебя подлечить?
Hold on, buddy. I'm coming. Can I have a frag, please? Resupply was like, nah, B. I don't play those games.
Я тебя заштопаю.
About 10 dudes on this point right now. And this gun is not well suited.
Берегись.
So maybe
Вот тебе
toss some
аптечка.
frags off the wall
Я тебя
and just
подлатаю.
res people, because I ain't going in there. I will not live very long if I do.
Тебя ранили. Я тебе помогу.
10 revives in 1 life.
Держите гранату.
If only it was that easy, right? You see your buddy get mowed down, and you just stick him with a syringe and he's fine. Just a little shot of adrenaline. I mean, sure, you might die in like
Я займусь
30 seconds once it wears off, but at least for now you're good to shoot a couple more people.
Тебя же ранили. Надо подлечить.
I'm still getting used to this gun.
We have taken
There's a
the
dude up
sector.
there with a mortar. What?
Clear the sector from enemy presence.
Тебя ранили. Я тебе помогу. Вот
I
мои
got the black
аптечка.
lung pot. That's a joke, right? I really can't shoot through. Wow. Well, he's gonna die. Yep. Alright then. Destructible environment's my ass. You can't shoot through inch-thick plywood. Okay.
Да ты ранен. Я тебя подлечу.
Here's some steroids for your ass. Pretty good start, 15 and 1. Lot of reses. I think I have like 50. Yeah, this is gonna be like my 15th or 16th in this life. So I'm definitely doing my job right now. We can use some smoke to cross this though. There's a lot of open ground. How am I still getting shots? I think they changed this in Battlefield 5. And I imagine in the next Battlefield that's coming out, Modern Warfare 1, I don't think you're gonna just be able to stick them with a syringe and have them wake up again. I think rezzing people will be a little bit more complicated. In Battlefield 5, I think you've gotta like play out this full animation that makes you a little bit more exposed. Which, probably a good thing. It's probably a little bit too easy to do this.
Аптечка! Ловите гранату! Это тебе аптечка!
The final objective is within our reach.
Why would he do that?
A glorious victory that shows the true strength of Mother Russia. But we will not stop here. We will march across the Carpathians and bring a final end to the Habsburg Empire
It's a
itself.
win, baby.
The 1916 Brusilov Offensive proved to be the worst crisis of World War I for Austria-Hungary and the Triple Entente's greatest victory. But it came at a tremendous loss of life for both sides. And without the promised support of Russia's other armies, much of the territory gained by Brusilov was lost to the Germans arriving from the west. It is a sad irony that in the end, it was a political collapse in Russia, not a military defeat, that would decide the outcome of this region's war.
Yeah, it was hundreds of thousands dead. Insane. Just absolutely insane. Stalingrad in World War II and the Brusilov Offensive in World War I were just complete bloodbaths, but that's how Russia likes to go to war, I guess. It's kind of what they're known for. Better red than dead. That's what my mama used to say. Bolshevik army is on the march and we're headed towards Tsaritsyn, but first, we need to cross the Volga River. Still using my French auto-loading rifle. Self-loading, rather. And it is still doing some work for me. That's a tank. I don't want to go that way. It's a Mark V land ship. That would mess me up pretty bad. I'm a little bit sad, actually, in the name of the Tsar, they didn't add Tsar tanks, which are just the craziest looking contraptions you will ever see on a battlefield. Don't think they saw much combat, honestly. Can't imagine why, given that goofy-ass tricycle construction. Vulnerable to artillery fire, I guess. Who would have thought a 30-foot tall tricycle wouldn't do well in warfare?
Смотри, меч! Вражеский пулемет! Вон там!
I should have killed that guy. Oh man, A is getting swarmed right now. We don't have any flares on it, so I don't know how many people are on, but I've seen a lot of blue skulls on the minimap. I think this is the right approach, though. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I keep coming from this side, I've got plenty of cover. I can just do this. bayonet charge from there? That wasn't gonna work. That was not gonna work.
Вижу медика. Вот, лови, аптечка.
Yeah, a
We
lot
are
of snipers
losing
out there.
objective apples.
I think at some point in this game, I'm gonna go for a real wide flank. Try to get all the way around behind those guys. But for now, I think team needs me here.
Ранен. Я тебя подлатаю.
I really like these maps, man. They're gorgeous.
Вижу вражеского разведчика. Ранили.
Just got that destroyed beauty kind of vibe. And I like snow. I love snow.
Вижу вражеского разведчика.
If every map on any game I ever played could always be snow, I'd probably be okay with it. Ooh. Ooh. No, sir. We're getting to Cap B. Still more snipers out there. Still hear him. I don't see him though. Must be using DMRs or something because they're not giving away that scope glint. Oh, we're getting pushed from B. Like, please get out of the way. Thank you.
Аптечка.
Holy balls. Can you imagine dying like that in real life? Some idiot just stands in front of you and you get mowed down because you couldn't get into cover in time.
Вот тебе аптечка.
It'd be very frustrating.
Ты ранен. Я помогу.
It's your fault.
Это тебе аптечка.
It was either an AT rocket gun or a tank. I'm not sure. But I don't want to be there. Oh, we're capping B. No, they got it back. Okay.
We are losing
It's time.
objective apples.
It's time. I'm tired of the snipers. I'm tired of all the Russian whammon in the back of the map, sitting there with their high-powered scopes.
Я вижу вражескую кавалерию.
We're getting around behind them. We're gonna mow them down. Not a single person in my squad has spawned on me. They're right here. Dude, how did that guy know I was here?
Берегись. Там разведчик.
Why won't you die? Okay, I'm excited for this. This push is going to be crazy. This is going to be suicidal.
We have secured the sector.
Oh, teammate, no! Don't run towards the claymore. Here we go! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Я займусь твоей раной.
Those are those World War I moments that other games just can't seem to match. The cinema of the scale of.
Это тебе
That's
аптечка.
crazy. Like 12 of my teammates just got mowed down in that first wave instantly.
Тут штурмовик!
46 damage from that range. Yeah, this rifle's a beast.
Осторожно, штурмовик!
It's a beast! Ooh. That was filthy.
Засек штурмовика неприятеля!
Yeah.
Осторожно! Вражеский солдат!
15 of our soldiers remain.
Да ты ранен! Я тебя подлечу!
He's got his face blown off. And I almost did myself.
Аптечка, лови!
I don't know, I almost feel like I should have smoke grenades right now. Oh my god, there's so many snipers out there.
Враг! Вон там!
How do I reach these keys? Thank you. Man, it's brutal. That's a brutal approach. Alright, here we go. Final capture point.
Заметил штурмовика! Я тебя заштопаю!
Objective butter.
Аптечка, подлечись!
My friend!
Тебя же ранили!
Everybody's getting mowed down!
Вражеский разведчик!
20
Аптечка,
of our
пригодится!
soldiers remain.
Тебя ранили! Я тебе помогу!
Better red than dead, my friends. Push in, take this point.
Это тебе аптечка!
I can't, please. Thank you. I think I've been rezzed like 3 times this life. Medics are on point right now. It's only fair,
Это тебе аптечка!
given how many people I've rezzed this operation. Oh, stop shooting me. Another res. Pretty good.
Rejoice, comrades, for we are victorious.
Joined that
we
late.
prove that the will of the People's Army is stronger than those imperialists who try to destroy us. When we take the city, all of Russia will rise up, and we will be united once again.
With their forces destabilized, the White Army retreated to the streets of Tsaritsyn that they had so recently fought to capture. General Wrangel knew that holding the town was vital for the counter-revolutionary forces in southern Russia. They needed such a base to launch an advance on Moscow. And without access to the oil and grain in the North Caucasus, it was evident that the coalition of white forces would soon weaken and ultimately break apart.
Defenders of Tsaritsyn. Our spies tell us that Demchenko Street will be the first target, so we must defend here. Should we lose this position, we must immediately fall back to Savrasovo Street and hold our ground. Failure in this sector would mean retreating to Teplova Square and rallying our forces at the cathedral. If we fail to hold this position, we will then be forced to make our last stand in the merchant district. The success of our entire campaign depends on controlling this area. Lose the city, and we will likely lose this war.
I like the way he says that. We would likely lose this war. Okay. That is horrible game design. sorry. It's really dumb. Why does the cinematic play during the actual game? Like, people should be able to watch that whole thing and not skip it to spawn in. Like, why are people spawning? People are spawning in and taking objectives while I'm watching that movie clip? Like, that's really stupid. That's terrible design. Obviously, I should be able to get briefed before the battle starts. What? They got to A before we did. We're the defenders. That makes no sense. It's alright, I'll shoot people in the face to make up for it. Oh my god, we're getting mowed down. I love this pistol. Holy balls. Okay, so this is gonna be much heavier emphasis on urban warfare than we've had in the previous parts of this operation. This is brutal CQB. Again, it's not really the RC's forte. It hits really hard at this range, 2 shots at this range. But I think I prefer my engagements more like 60 yards, not 60 inches.
We are losing objective butter.
Аптечка! Аптечка, пригодится.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Stay on the periphery. Don't YOLO in.
Тебя же ранили. Надо подлечить.
Rest people when I can. Trying to get mowed down by shotguns or SMGs.
Аптечка, лови!
Absolutely epic though. My lord.
Пулемет противника! Вижу вражеского разведчика!
Gassed. YOLO Swag Boy 69, don't die on me, please.
Это тебе аптечка!
Do they have Flame Trooper?
Вот тебе аптечка! Тебя ранили. Я тебе помогу. Кидаю дымовую гранату. Осторожно!
We're gonna smoke this out. We need to take this building back. I'm not gonna push in there, but... Oh.
Да ты ранен.
420, no! Come back to us.
Аптечка, подлечись. Аптечка, используй с толком.
Almost killed me.
We are losing objective butter.
That had to be a semi-auto. That hit way too hard. That was like 2 bullets and I was almost dead. Aim is hard. Yeah, I don't know if smoke grenades are the right call for this. I feel like that helps the attackers more than it helps us right now.
Ранен.
We have
Я
lost
тебя подлатаю.
objective butter.
Спасибо. До свидания. see that guy.
A sentry can your location.
Тебя ранили. Я тебе помогу.
Brutal close quarters combat.
Дайте патроны, скорее!
I think his first set of objectives is actually pretty hard for the attackers. It's just so compact that swarming a point
Аптечка!
We have taken objective butter.
Вот и
is difficult.
взрывовая.
because you gotta kill 22 dudes in really short order to grab it. We're holding okay. I honestly thought after we lost A before I even spawned in the freaking game, this was just over. It's not a...
Тебя подлечить?
So rescue res.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Аптечка, пригодится.
They're right over this wall. I kind of wish I could just Kool-Aid man my way through. Footsteps are loud.
Держи аптечку. Тебя же ранили. Надо подлечить. Аптечка.
Oh my god, I missed every... Jesus. There's like a whole nother company literally right over that wall. All in arm's reach, and I basically just can't see them.
Аптечка. Аптечка, лови.
Keep that sentry healed up while he does his thing. Again, not gonna push in, gonna play our range a little bit, but
Вот тебе
I can
аптечка.
support it still.
Это тебе аптечка.
We are losing objective butter.
They're about to get... Oh, they're getting naded. Hell, we might be able to hold this first set of objectives.
Аптечка пригодится.
They're bleeding hard.
Берегись. Там штурмовик.
There we go. Made up for earlier. Don't know how he sees me. Oh, well, I was wrong. They took it.
The sector.
That's a lot of bad guys. No, dude. That was not my finest moment. Steven, do it. Do it. Save me. Thanks, sir. Oh.
Ранен.
Now I'll save you. Now we're even. Oh man, we're about to get swarmed. Look at all that red.
Тебя подлечить?
We are losing objective butter.
No! I fat fingered my gas mask. I was trying to melee him. Well, that's my first death. Feels bad. Hold this line, boys. Okay, so I'm gonna smoke that out.
50 attackers.
And you might be wondering why I would do that as I shoot people through the smoke. It's because I have hacks. No, I want them to cross, right? If they go into my line of sight here, if they're smoked down, yeah, exactly. That's why. Because they'll think that they can push across and then come through, and then I have them locked down in that corridor. It didn't actually end up working out that well, but that was the idea. I kind of wanted to funnel them into the choke point and start shooting people. That and my ESP hacks, obviously. They're down to 29 lives.
We are losing.
They are running out of bodies and fast.
Это тебе аптечка.
Hold it, boys.
Дымовуха, осторожно. Кидаю дымовуху. Я тебя подлатаю.
I think we got it.
Аптечку. Аптечка, подлечись.
Wow, had a couple moments of not so great aim that game, but that's an operation. And this was the final map I needed to show you guys everything. So
soldiers. We have shown these reds to be simple peasants, lacking enthusiasm and training. But they will come again, so be prepared.
hope you guys enjoyed it.